Greetings, 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 my V family all over the world. This is your chief. It's 2:15 a.m. in the morning. We just finished a highly productive, exciting, crazy day here in Penang at VCon, Core, Alliance, Vanguard, all right, the corporate warriors from QNet and the V, and just now, I just finished addressing 100 over of the greatest in-service brothers and sisters who are going to carry this VCon on their shoulders. And I spoke about a lot of things today, all right, because whenever I get a chance to sit down with people, I remember the advice from Dato Sri Vijay. Whenever you sit down with people, try to drop one drop of inspiration so you never know that people can get their click in the coffee shops, at VCon, in the corridors. All right, so I've practiced this for many years after watching Dato Sri Vijay and Japa. Because a lot of people think I got my clicks only in a proper setting of a training or VCon. That's not true. Most of my clicks I got, walking with Dato Sri down a corridor or walking into a plane or sitting in the car with him. All right, I think the click can happen to anyone at the right time, right place with an empty cup. So don't wait, all right? Don't wait to get a click only when you come to VCon or only when you go to an event. Be open-minded, empty your cup constantly because change can happen to anyone, anywhere. So I realized today, after talking to so many people, trying to give them some clicks, the first thing I took home today is the pride I have wearing this t-shirt that says, serve above self. A lot of people ask me, what was the secret of QNet, the V, being around for 26 years? And my answer varies every time, depends on what I'm thinking. But today my answer is this philosophy. The DNA that was instilled by Japa and Dato Sri Vijay from day one, that we will build this organization, we will build this company without arrogance, without a sense of entitlement. Instead, we will build this organization from a total, completely different perspective. And the first one was to build this organization with a foundation of service above self. That we are here not in a position of power just because we made money, not in a position of authority just because we are uplines, all right, of the organization, but instead we should practice and live a life of service to others, including our downlines, including our communities, our families, that we have been empowered with the ability to raise ourselves financially, personal growth, knowledge, globalized business, or being one of the greatest organizations in the network marketing industry. But raising yourself must be followed to help mankind. And you only can help mankind if you carry this philosophy of putting yourself aside and recognizing the fact that your downlines, they don't work for you, all right? You don't own them. They are not your employees. They are your business partners who have said yes to a presentation, join your organization, whether you have one downline or 100 downlines, it doesn't make a difference in the mindset. And you have a duty towards them. You have a duty towards them. And when you have a duty towards somebody, it's called service. All right? A mother is in service to her children. A mother serves above self. Now, let me also be honest. to reach this level of mindset is not easy, because we were born and trained traditionally to be selfish, self-preservation, me, myself, I. And to change this paradigm, where you start to think about the success of others, I think is the key when somebody is a normal person trying network marketing and a serious builder in network marketing who's going to see tremendous success. So if you ask me one characteristic of most of our most successful leaders, financially influence, impact successful, they all carry this DNA. They all learned it from the founders and they put it to practice. That is to serve above self. Now don't misunderstand. I'm here to serve above self, but I'm not meek. I'm not weak. I am a warrior. And I am your upline, you understand? And I will push, and I will be unreasonable, and I will demand performance, and I will remind you of Rule 3, and I will hammer you when you don't send your TAT. But then I'll uplift you because I love you. And this is where I think a lot of people fail to understand that as long as you have one downline, something must trigger, all right? And I don't know how to put it in words, I'll try. That trigger of sense of responsibility, sense of accountability, that knowingly or unknowingly, in your presentation, or in your follow-through, or in the 8 basic building blocks, or the welcome stage, whatever system you follow, you actually make a promise. You make a promise to that person, telling that person in many words that I'm going to be with you. You know, Kalai? I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to do my darn best to take you to financial freedom. We all say it, including me. But then saying it is easy. Doing it what differentiates, the successful networker and the networker who never makes it. All right? You got to do what you say. Like Dato Sri Vijay taught me throughout my journey as a student. He always says, Patman, the day people see you as a man who keeps his promise, that is the day you truly become a leader. And I believe in that until today. I may not be perfect in many ways, but I do my very best to keep my promises. All right? Not that I'll meet you at 1 o'clock and come at 1. I may come at 1:30. But I'm talking my big promises, that I will be there for you in your darkest hour. I will keep this Wednesday message running as long as I can speak. All right? These kind of promises I never break. That VCon will be a life-changing event. I promise you that. All right? And what you need to do is, you cannot guarantee somebody's success. Don't ever fall into that trap. Don't ever fall into the trap of guilt that you have a downline who's not earning, all right, for months or years. I'm not talking that kind of accountability. I'm not talking stupid accountability, because there's still the master plan, and most importantly, there's still your downline. You understand? Your downline could be a moron who doesn't want to listen, who doesn't want to pay the price, who doesn't want to make the commitment, who is not consistent. They're not going to see success. So don't carry that burden of people's lack of success. I don't. All right? And don't also take credit and celebrate the glory of people's success. That's arrogance. Okay? But you must be a facilitator. What's a facilitator? A facilitator means you create the best possible environment. You provide the best possible system and support that you can, with the support of your upline, all right, and with the support of the V, all the way back to me, Japa, Dato Sri Vijay. You understand? That means you create this environment, and you put your people into the environment, and you do your best to run and operate that environment at the highest level of efficiency and effectiveness. So you make sure they watch the Wednesday message, but you watch it too. All right? You make sure they're plugged into the social media channels so they're constantly motivated. All right? You make sure they subscribe to my YouTube channel so I get the silver thing. Okay? And you make sure they come to VCon, whether Africa, whether Istanbul, whether Malaysia. You make sure you sustain and maintain a consistent concept of power of association. And you also make sure that you live to a higher standard so that you can lead by example, that you walk your talk, that you do presentation before you ask them to do presentation. Don't be a hypocrite. You push Rule 3 for yourself before you push them. Now, once you create this environment with the support of your uplines, QNet, the V, and the world itself, you create the best possible environment and you bring people to this environment. You edify the environment, you edify your system, your uplines, the V, VCon, you edify, you bring everyone there and you put them there. All right? Now comes the next thing you got to focus on if you want to be a successful networker, is keep them there. All right? Because they're all going to try to jump out. They're all going to try to be part of that statistics of attrition. What is attrition? All right? Attrition is somebody leaving network marketing, leaving QNet, not continuing their journey. All right? I don't blame the industry. I don't blame the internet. I don't blame bad news and all that bull sugar. I blame the ability of the networker to keep them engaged on the environment. Now, you keep them engaged long enough. Like Sati says at VCon, hold on for one more day. You keep them motivated long enough. You manage their rejection emotions. You manage their moments of doubt and uncertainty that we all have. All right? You keep them at the state of faith and belief as the best you can, and the magic will happen. So imagine you got a platform where everyone is on, and every week the platform creates 20 people who earn $250. The platform creates 10 people who earn $2,000. The platform will create, 5 people who earn 10,000 US. The platform will create a max out king or queen. All right? It's automatic. Like, it automatically happens. All right? And that's what network marketing is about. Keep them in the system. Keep their faith strong. And the magic will happen. I've said this a million times and I'll say it again. Nobody can fail in network marketing. It is an impossibility. All right? You will make some money. You will make big money. You have great products. You can retail products, make retail profit. All right? You can find 3 on the left, 3 on the right and make 250. All right? You can really build a serious organization with helps from us and be a successful full-time entrepreneur with network marketing. So nobody can fail. People only quit. And if you figure out how to stop them from quitting, they will succeed by various definitions of success. And when they see enough success and they see consistent success, then the real click will happen, where their faith exponentially grows that I can max out. I can be one of these great stories in QNet. I can be on stage like Dave Joel, Kalai, Devaraj, Sati, Arun, Adli, David, Manoj. You understand not? I can be example people talk about. I can be that story. Just keep them switched on long enough. Nobody quits. And nobody fails. People quit. So somebody asked me, Chief, what do you do? If you want to know my main purpose of existence, besides sustaining and maintaining gorgeousness, all right, sexiness and being the greatest upline in the world besides Dato and Japa, my mentors, is I give people enough faith not to quit. I keep the faith alive. I keep the belief alive. I keep their dreams alive. All right, long enough for them to start to believe on their own, for their faith to grow. Are you guys with me? So that's what networking is about ultimately. So keep your people on the platform. Keep your people in the system. Keep engaging them. Keep talking to them. Be there for them in their dark hours and rainy days. All right? And live your life to a higher standard so your faith grows and keeps growing. Are you guys with me now? And one day, you'll be sitting here sending out a Wednesday message to your organization. I promise that. So serve above self and keep the faith. Love you guys. And welcome home to the greatest VCon ever.